Afternoon, everyone out there in movie land. Thank you for joining us today for AMC Thursday Ticket. I am Hank, and I'm joined today by
Kaleigh.
Kaleigh, this is our first Thursday Ticket show together.
It sure is.
Can
Happy
we commemorate
to be here.
it with a high five? There we go.
Yes, we can.
We have a lot to get to this week, and we're going to start off, of course, with our question of the week. Kaleigh, what is the question of the week?
Okay, I'm super excited for our question of the week because it's about dogs.
It is.
I am a huge dog lover, so we want to know what is your favorite dog movie?
Yes. Okay. Favorite dog movie. I'm
Okay,
going to start.
kick
I'm
it
going to start
off.
right here. My favorite dog movie. I'm going to go with Best in Show.
Okay.
Now, this is a Christopher Guest company mockumentary. It's got your great actors, Eugene Levy, Christopher Guest, of course, Catherine O'Hara, Parker Posey, Fred Willard, and it's about a dog show, kind of like the Westminster Kennel Club dog show. It's hilarious. It is one of the funniest movies you've ever seen. Great dogs in it.
Yep.
A Norwich Terrier, a bloodhound that steals the show. Great stuff. All right, Kaleigh, what's your favorite dog movie?
So I think any movie about a dog is a great movie. I have lots, but if I narrowed it down to two for you, and they're pretty different. So one of them is Marley and Me. Classic, beautiful, heart-wrenching, but such a sweet story about how much we love our dogs and how much our dogs love us. But also Lady and the Tramp. It's a childhood favorite of mine. I'm calling for them to bring it back. We need a live action of Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, like they're doing Aladdin and Dumbo and Lion King. You want Lady and the Tramp.
I sure do. It's a
All right, so
great
casting
movie.
call is out there for dogs.
That's right.
Live action dogs who can carry a dramatic turn in Lady and the Tramp
And
for
eat some
2020.
spaghetti.
Some delicious spaghetti. What is your favorite dog movie? Put it in the comments. Let us know, because we got to get to some dog talk right now with our Weekend Movie Guide. Let's hit it. All right, so for our Weekend Movie Guide this week, we said it. We're going to start with some dogs. So, Kaleigh, what is our dog movie for this week?
Yeah, so kicking it off, we have A Dog's Way Home. And this is about a sweet pup who is voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yep.
And it's about sweet Bella, who is a little puppy who is adopted, but then she gets mixed up and she gets away from her family.
She jumps out the window to chase a squirrel, as I'm sure we've all done.
Hey, it
and
happens.
she can't find her way back home.
Yeah, so she travels 400 miles back to her family, and it just shows how determined our dogs are and how much they love us.
Yes, absolutely. This is a very heartfelt movie. It's about a great relationship, and the dog is really, it's called A Dog's Way Home. The dog should be the star of it. And with Bryce Dallas Howard doing the voice, they kind of developed a little relationship themselves, her and the dog. And we got a little treat of a sit down with Bryce Dallas Howard, taking us through what is the story of Bella and who is this dog behind the real Bella. Let's take a look right now.
I'm Bryce Dallas Howard, and I am the voice of Bella in the new movie, A Dog's Way Home. This is the story of the extraordinary lengths a dog will go to in order to get back to their family. Of course, the dog who played Bella would have to be a rescue. We discovered Shelby at a shelter in Tennessee where she had been living in a junkyard. Immediately, you could tell that Shelby was going to take us on an amazing journey. She's incredibly spirited, affectionate, and bright. We found our Bella, and she had no idea how much her life was going to change. Since filming, she's become a therapy dog and knows this is her new purpose, to take care of people and to make them feel loved. Join me and Shelby on our adventure in A Dog's Way Home in theaters January 11th.
That was the best.
That was precious. It shows that Bella, or Shelby, is a star on and off the screen.
I mean, when your dog just loves you so much and licks your face, and it brings a warmth to my heart like nothing else.
It sure does. All right, so we have some special giveaways. So we have a couple things. We're going to talk about it later in the show. We have a sweepstakes, so stay tuned for that. But also we have a giveaway, a prize pack. And so this is, you guys can win this. And we've got a dog bowl, a water bottle, a toy. So we are going to tell you guys how you can win it. It's really easy. All you need to do is tag a fellow dog lover.
Yes, share this, tag a friend who loves dogs. You get a chance to win this by the end of this show. So make sure you stay tuned.
That's right.
Yep, so we got other titles coming out this week. This is a great week for movies because it's all about relationships.
Yep.
Got a relationship with a dog and its owner, and now we're going to talk about a relationship between two men from very different worlds. We're going to talk about The Upside.
Yeah, so we've got Kevin Hart, Nicole Kidman, Bryce Cranston. This is based on
Bryan Cranston.
Oh, Bryan Cranston, excuse
Yes.
me. So this is based on a true story, and I love anything that's based on a true story.
You are a truth-based woman.
This is true.
We have all said that for many, many years, that Kaleigh is a truth-based woman.
Really appreciate that. So this is about two men who are from very different walks of life. They're totally different men. One of them is a wealthy man who is a quadriplegic, and the other is a man who has kind of a troubled past, but they get together together and they form this relationship. Even though they might not have a lot in common, they find common ground and they find genuine friendship.
Yeah, now this is based on a very, very cool, great French movie called The Intouchables, one of the most successful movies in France of all time. I love the French. I speak un peu de français, which is awesome.
Look at you.
But this is really, it is a relationship between these two guys, come from different worlds. Kind of a bromance develops a little bit.
We need more of that.
From the dude's side, we want to see some relationships. I love it when two guys, meet from different sides of the tracks, whatever it is, and they become friends. But this isn't a buddy cop movie.
Right.
It's not a raunchy comedy. This is a heartfelt drama that tells the story of two guys who become lifelong friends. And we actually got to sit down with the cast of this movie to talk about how they built that relationship. Let's check out the
Penthouse.
You need to wait your turn.
Relax, it's not a holdup. Just sign this from the police.
How would I sign it?
What, don't your arms work?
They don't. You see these two very disparate men from different backgrounds and influences and things. And how do you justify putting them together? Well, the film sets that up pretty nicely. And it's a male bonding experience that is kind of rare to see in movies.
I think it starts with the chemistry, that these two men are on this journey, and when they finally get to the top, they understand what's important and understand what that happiness is that they've been missing.
You want to feed your soul? Then listen to It's Clean. Think about what you're trying to do to me. It's amazing, ain't it? It sounds just like her.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
Website looks great. It's coming out this weekend, and there's a lot to talk about this weekend. Not just because we've got a couple great new movies. We are bringing some movies back this weekend. And first and foremost, we are bringing A Star Is Born back to the big screen on the biggest kind of screens. Dolby Cinema at AMC. Star Is Born is coming back, and this is not just your typical Star Is Born experience, which does have to be experienced in a Dolby Cinema theater. This is a cinematic experience like no other. It's like a concert film come to life. You got to see it in Dolby with the crystal clear picture and all the surround sound spectacularness that there is, but we are throwing in a little extra footage this time on A Star Is Born. We're calling it The Director's Vision is going to be part of the showing. And as Jackson Maine would like to say, there's no way you can see A Star Is Born without seeing The Director's Vision, because this Bradley Cooper guy is phenomenal. He's beautiful. He really takes this to the next level.
Great impersonation. Appreciate that
Thank
one,
you so much. Thank you.
So A Star Is Born is one of the best movies of 2018, and we're bringing it back. It was nominated for 4 Golden Globes, and I know that it's going to be nominated for all the awards.
Oh yeah, it's going to be part of the Oscar race all the way up until the awards. Yes.
If you haven't seen it, this is your time to get out there and see it. And also, if you have seen it, this is your time to brush up so you can know or be fresh in your mind on the film that's winning all the awards.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sing The Shallows, it just won the Golden Globe for Best Song. You got to come back to Dolby Cinema, get into The Shallows.
There you go. That's right. So speaking of singing, you want to lead us into our next one?
All right, so we are also bringing back another big winner from the Golden Globes this weekend, Bohemian Rhapsody. So this won Best Motion Picture Drama, and Rami Malek won for Best Actor in a Drama. And we are bringing Bohemian Rhapsody back to the big screen, but this time we're bringing the sing-along version. But I was actually quite surprised to hear we're bringing the sing-along version back this weekend, because I thought it was a sing-along the first time, but that might explain why the people all around me, when I saw it, were not too happy with my singing.
Hey, you know what? Now you can go back and you can sing with no shame.
Yes, well, I often sing with no shame, as this show would evidence many, many times. But now you're allowed to. You can radio Goo-Ga with the best of them. You can Bohemian Rhapsody.
There you go.
You can rock you. You can be a champion. You can do all that kind of stuff this weekend. Go check it out. And we got a quick little video right now to introduce what a Bohemian Rhapsody sing-along is going to be like. Let's check it out.
I want to give the audience a song that they can perform.
Now playing in select theaters.
She's a killer queen.
Join sing-along screenings.
Not one fight, that's the line. Radio Gaga. Sing it.
Let's give the people what they want.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Now playing in select theaters.
Along going to be a lot of fun.
Bo Rap is back.
There you go. Sing along. So now we're going to go ahead and get into our Hollywood news.
All right, Kaleigh, so this is a big week for a couple of movies with tickets going on sale.
It is.
So what we launched earlier this week was Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel tickets went on sale, came out of the box very strong. Now, it's because this is the next step in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I would say this is the bologna in the bologna sandwich of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame.
Yep.
It's right in the middle there. This is going to kind of tell us, how does Carol Danvers fit into the universe going forward? How does she hopefully come and help save the day after what happened in Infinity War? Tickets are on sale now.
Perfect.
And we also got another one. We got a very cool one. So I'm very excited about this. So I love fantasy films. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I like Percy Jackson and stuff. So we got a movie called The Kid Who Would Be King with tickets going on sale. Now this is an updated telling of the Sword and the Stone story, which I think is one of the more underrated Disney films. A story about a kid named Wart who pulls a sword from stone, ends up becoming King Arthur. It's very good. Spends a lot of time with Merlin. So this one is about a kid in modern day who finds the stone, finds the sword, pulls it out, may have to be king. He could be king. It's directed by this awesome guy named Joe Cornish. Now, I'm a huge Joe Cornish fan because he directed this movie called Attack the Block, which is another underrated, underseen, really cool British horror film. Now, that one is a little older, but this one is for all the kids. It's a fun family adventure. The Kid Who Would Be King tickets are on sale now. So those are the tickets are on sale. But there's also some other great stuff coming up from the Hollywood side.
Yeah,
what else
I'm
do we got?
excited for this one. So Zac Efron announced that his new film, and this is a mouthful to say, so bear with me.
Go for it.
Extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile. So this is his film about Ted Bundy. Super excited for this. He announced that the majority of the film was filmed in a prison, and his trailer was actually a prison cell.
Wow.
So that's wild. So that is going to be premiering at Sundance, and AMC is going to be at Sundance starting January 25th. So you guys are going to want to follow all of our social channels and our AMC Scene blog so that you don't miss any of that exciting stuff.
Yeah, and that gives you like 3 weeks till Sundance starts, so you can try to memorize what the title of that movie is.
Tough.
Extremely vile, bad guy, Ted Bundy does bad things. Am I close?
Not quite.
Okay. We'll get there. We got weeks to get there. We will get there. But we got some movies, other movies to talk about that are coming out this week. So let's get there right now with our AMC Independent.
All right, so the first movie that we're going to talk about in our AMC Independent Spotlight is If Beale Street Could Talk. But before we get into that, we know you guys love giveaways, so we're going to kick it off with a giveaway. So we have this commemorative book from If Beale Street Could Talk. It has behind-the-scenes photos, quotes from the directors, and we're going to give it away to you guys.
Yeah, so this is going to be cool. This is not just your typical book. This is something you're not going to see elsewhere. This is an awesome thing to get, so you really want this.
Yes. So I'm going to tell you guys how you can win it. All you have to do is answer this very simple question.
Ooh, will you ask it now?
I sure will. So how many Golden Globes was If Beale Street Could Talk nominated for?
Nominated for.
Yep.
Now we know they won one.
There you go.
One of the best parts of the Golden Globes.
That's right, was Regina King's acceptance speech. Very moving. So we gave you guys a little bit of a hint.
It's more than zero.
There you
because
go.
we know they won. But how many Golden Globes are nominated for? Put it in the comments. We are going to give away this commemorative book at the end of the show.
Yep.
Now, Beale Street Could Talk it's a phenomenally powerful movie. And if you paid attention to the awards chatter and the lead up to this movie, it's already out in theaters in some limited release right now. Well, it opens across the country this week, which gives everybody an opportunity to see this important film. And we know it has some great performances in it. We already saw Regina King won for Golden Globes. It's got a phenomenal cast. It's from Barry Jenkins, the director of Moonlight. And one of the things that hasn't been talked about too much is how music plays an important role in the film. And we actually got a chance to sit down with the director to talk about how he incorporated music and how important it is to the telling of the story of If Beale Street Could Talk. Let's see it right now.
You ready for this?
I've never been more ready for anything in my whole life.
So much about this film was made in the spirit of James Baldwin. You know, James Baldwin was a jazz man. His father literally was a jazz man. My family, black families, I think, if you come over for dinner, to cook out, whatever, something's going to be playing on the record player. And so I think in this film as well, Brian Tyree Henry shows up as Daniel Carty. In that whole sequence, music is playing in the background of these scenes. And here's the thing. I think the music's not just playing passively, it's playing actively to underscore, as we were saying, the family, the love, all these different emotions that are being shared amongst these characters. I think it's the story within these characters' lives in a certain way. And I think that when you make a film, all that stuff should be on display. And I was so glad that we were able to really build this collection of, I think, what Black life in this book, but hopefully, out in the wild, out in the actual world felt like in the early 1970s.
So check out If Beale Street Could Talk. It's opening all over the country this week. And another title that's expanding its release and opening all over the country this week is On the Basis of Sex.
Yeah, that's right. So this is the true story. You know I love a true story. It's about the fabulous Ruth Bader Ginsburg, played by Felicity Jones. And so this follows her along her story of the first court case that she did.
It's a big one, too.
Yeah, to fight for equal rights. And we kind of get to see the beginning of her story and how she made it up to becoming a U.S. Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing tale, and it's one of those things where we got primed for the story a little bit earlier in the year with last year, I should say, it's already last year, the RBG documentary. And this is a story that really brings something to the forefront that needs to be talked about right now. We actually talked to the cast about the making this movie and how important this story is to nowadays. So let's take a look at On the Basis of Sex.
They think gender equality is a civil right. Let's put this idea to bed once and for all.
You know, Ruth Bader Ginsburg changed the world, but she did it by convincing the people who disagreed with her to agree with her, not by destroying the people who disagreed with her. I hope the movie stands as a reminder that we can get back to that as a country.
If you'd ask Daniel, he would say that, you know, one of the things she was most concerned about the film was that the law being described was correct.
If you want to see the private life of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and see how she became the woman that she is today, this is the Genesis story for you to see.
She was involved in every version of the script. She also, I think, feels how important it is to put this story into the world, because the more people see it, the more people can understand what she was arguing for, and the more equality can be achieved.
The word woman does not appear even once in the U.S. Constitution.
Nor does the word freedom, Your Honor.
Here comes change.
Those are two movies that are opening much wider this week. We got another one that's the first time it's coming out. It's opening wide this week. It's called Replicas. Now, I am a huge Johnny Utah, Ted Theodore Logan, Neo, John Wick fan. I'm, of course, speaking of Keanu Reeves. Now, Keanu Reeves is back on the big screen this week in Replicas. Now, are you familiar with the story of Replicas, Kaleigh?
I am. So he plays a scientist, and this is a scientist who becomes infatuated with the idea of bringing his family back after his entire family was unfortunately killed in a car wreck.
Yeah,
so he's trying to use his skills from his job and all of his science experiments to bring back his family.
Yeah, and he kind of does it. He kind of does it, but we don't want to spoil too much. But things don't go exactly according to plan. You know, the government isn't too psyched on cloning, so they're going to come down on him. The science may not be perfected, so some problems happen there. But we don't want to spoil it for you. We don't want to get too deep in it. Check out Replicas opening this week. Keanu's back on the big screen, and that's a good thing in my book. So check it out, Replicas, this weekend. Lots and lots of movies to go see. And we also have lots and lots of offers to get to. So let's go to our exclusive offers right now.
All right, so kicking off our exclusive offer segment, we are going to talk about our winners.
Yes, we need to give some stuff away that we promised earlier in the show. So we wanted to give away this Dog's Way Home prize pack with your dog bowl, your dog bone, your dog bag, your dog everything.
Yep, so what they had to do is they had to tag a fellow dog lover. And Hank, why don't you let us know who our winners are?
All right, our winners are, we have Olivia Rodriguez. Oh, and look at this, Kaleigh Rose.
Hey!
So a sister from another... universe.
We share the same name.
You share the same name, Kaleigh Rose.
What
so
a great
congratulations, Olivia and Kaleigh. We will get you that prize packs right quick, as fast as we can.
Perfect.
Get those dogs those things they need.
There you go. So let's announce our other winner. So the question was, how many Golden Globes was If Beale Street Could Talk nominated for?
Let me know.
3.
3 Golden Globes. Do you happen to know which Golden Globes they were nominated for?
Okay. So we had Best Motion Picture, Best Motion Drama.
Best Motion Drama.
So Best Screenplay, and then it won for Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress, so 3. So who was our winner there?
Our winner is Jamie M. Parks.
Wow, Jamie M. Parks, you have that phenomenally cool commemorative book from If Beale Street Could Talk coming your way. But folks, that is not all.
No.
There is more we have to talk about this week, so we teased it a little bit earlier. We have a Dog's Way Home sweepstakes that is going on right now. So if you're an AMC Stubbs member, you buy a ticket to see A Dog's Way Home between now and Sunday of this week, January 13th, you are entered to win a fabulous dogcation for you and your pup in Bachelor Gulch, Colorado at Beaver Creek.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So
4 days, 3 nights.
That includes hotel and airfare for you and your dog.
Wow.
That's really exciting.
Wow, do you get separate? Can your dog, does that have to ride with you or a separate plane?
I don't
Separate
know.
airfare?
I'm assuming they can ride with you. They're your best.
That is true.
They're man's best friends.
That is
so
true. You should probably bring them on the plane with you, people. Don't try to go separate. You don't get first class and send the dog to the back. You guys should sit together.
It's man's best friend. They gotta stay with them.
And woman too.
This is true.
On the basis of sex.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Go.
All right, so we also have another special offer. We're really excited about Captain Marvel. So we have the fan event on March 7th. If you see the fan event, you get to see it early before anybody else. You get to receive a coin, a popcorn, and there's going to be exclusive footage.
Yes, so this is going to be the greatest way to see Captain Marvel before anybody else. March 7th at 6 p.m. Get in there, get your free stuff, get your free popcorn, get your free footage. See it before anybody else. You know what's going on. Captain Marvel is going to be awesome.
That's right.
So we brought back a couple titles this week, and with one of those, we have a really great offer for A Star is Born. So A Star is Born is coming back this week. You may have already seen it, but when you come back this time, you're going to get a great offer. You're going to get $3 off your Fandango Now digital download. So you get to see the movie, and if you want to buy the digital download of the title, you want to pre-order it through Fandango Now, you get $3 off that for going to see the movie this weekend. That is a great deal. Star is Born is going to be movies. You're going to want to watch it over and over and over again. Take this deal as you can right now.
So our final exclusive offer of the week is about On the Basis of Sex, the movie we just talked about.
Yes.
So if you're an AMC Stubs member and you purchase tickets now between January 13th, so the end of this weekend, you're going to receive 2,000 loyalty points.
Yes, so you get points for going to the movie. An AMC Stubs Premier and Insider members now get an extra 2,000 points for going to see On the Basis of Sex. You can't beat that. You get extra stuff for going to see a great movie that you want to see anyway.
There you go. Win-win situation.
It's absolutely a win-win situation. You know what else was a win-win situation? Our first show together. It was a huge success.
It sure
I think
was.
we're just going to be brought back time and time again. Fan favorites. It's going to be unbelievable. The Hank and Kaleigh show going forward together in 2019.
I love it. All right, so next week they'll be back on the Thursday Ticket. Same time, same place. They're going to be talking Glass.
Glass. Well, super excited to see what Mr. Glass has to offer us next week.
That's right. So make sure you're following us on our social channels at AMC Theaters on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Yep, and go to amctheaters.com and our app and website to buy tickets for all these movies this weekend. We will see you next week. See you guys later.